Pop icon Beyonce Knowles is one of the most decorated Grammy artists in the history of the coveted award with 32 to her name and has tried her hand at a host of other endeavors including acting, business, and others. The secret behind Beyonce's singing prowess lies in her musical education as a child. The Cowboy Carter singer was coached by David Lee Brewer, one of the most decorated vocal coaches today. In an interview with News with a Twist's Kenny Lopez, David Lee Brewer spilled the beans on developing Beyonce from an exceptionally inquisitive kid to a 32-time Grammy-winning juggernaut of the industry. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and click on the notification bell to remain updated. The Cowboy Carter singer was coached by David Lee Brewer, one of the most decorated vocal coaches today. Met the Renaissance singer in 1989 and became an integral part of the Knowles family for the next 11 years. David Lee Brewer lived with them and taught Beyonce music right from her childhood till the inception of Destiny's Child. In fact, he played an integral role in forming the all-girls band.David. Discussed the time he met little Queen Bey for the first time in the interview. According to him, she was the perfect student for him and an extremely inquisitive kid. I kneeled down and looked her in the eyes and told her, "You're going to be the biggest star in the world," and she laughed, commented Beyonce's former coach. "When I first met her, I thought she was picture perfect. Every hair was in place, much like it is today. Beyonce would sit outside my private voice lessons and then she'd knock on the door and quiz me about every lesson I taught. She was a teacher's dream. Very inquisitive." Another interesting fact that David Lee Brewer mentioned was that Queen Bey wasn't concerned about money or fame as a child and just wanted to hone her skills. However, the vocal coach's bigger problem was her parents. "We never had any conversations about money or fame. The only conversations we ever had was about music. Beyonce never gave me any trouble. The most difficult part were the parents, unfortunately," explained David Lee Brewer. On December 18, 2017, David Lee Brewer published a book that talked about his journey of coaching Queen Bey and making her one of the most successful singers of this generation. Titled Beyonce, Raising Genius, A Teacher and His Prodigy, the book talks about the Grammy winner and also throws some pretty serious accusations in the way of her parents. David wrote about Beyonce's father Matthew Knowles' regular use of hard drugs and his problems with Tina Knowles. In a tear scene, Celestine Tina said that Matthew's drug use had gotten out of hand. "I knew all about it. I'd found a very small package of what appeared to be Matthew's wonder drug," wrote David in his book. He continued, "Turns out, he had escalated to stronger drugs and even stranger behaviors. Rumor had it that cocaine had long since stopped satisfying his thirst, and had turned to crack cocaine." Furthermore, the celebrity vocal coach talked about the relationship between Tina Knowles and Matthew Knowles and commented that Matthew's drug addiction and infidelity had driven Tina Knowles away from him and she started seeing actor Richard Lawson. The actor shared an incident concerning the two in his book. "Going over to the main house to retrieve my keyboard one afternoon, I happened upon Celestine kissing a man. I recognized him immediately, Richard Lawson, a famous actor. The startled Celestine had no choice but to introduce me. Talk about awkward. She was supposed to be at her salon," explained David Lee Brewer. Tina Knowles filed for a divorce in November 2009 and finally separated from Matthew Knowles in 2011. 4 years later, she finally tied the knot with Richard Lawson on April 12, 2015. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and drop comments, and most importantly don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything.